Hi, I'm Rick Reardon. I'm Executive Director of the Vermont State University Center for Schools. We offer professional development opportunities for practicing educators and school leaders in lots of different areas. Also involved on the state CEDAR leadership team and have been for about 4 years, and work pretty closely with a lot of the folks in higher ed and SEA and local LEAs as well, trying to provide opportunities for professional learning for our school leaders.
My name is McLaughlin. I'm the Executive Director of Professional Learning for the Vermont Principals Association. I have the privilege of working with principals across Vermont with professional learning. I get to lobby in the State House in Montpelier and in DC, and have the opportunity to provide principal voice at lots of state committees, like at CEDAR is one example.
Well, that's a great question. In fact, it's almost been sort of a spin-off of the work we've done with CEDAR. CEDAR has really worked well with us to look at pre-service. And so we've looked at our own, there's only 3 programs in Vermont that do principal licensure. We're one of them. And we're using the innovation configuration to analyze our syllabi to figure out what we're doing well, what we might need to change and adapt and embed. And so there's always that piece of preparatory, like what's your program look like to be effective for an aspiring administrator. Then when they get there, we keep asking the question, now what do we do for them? If we told them how important it was for them to be the leader of an inclusive teaching and learning environment, now that they're in a position as principal, what are their next steps and what do they do? And that's where Erica and her group tend to come in, where we can rely on them as experts in that, us as experts in that, and partner on some credited work or whatever. And so there's always a gap between the pre-service and in-service. But we think, given how small we are, and that can be a benefit sometimes, we seem to be able to kind of fill those gaps pretty quickly.
I think some successes that CEDAR has provided is it's created a table where many different stakeholders have been invited to that table. So it's formed some new relationships that may not have otherwise happened, as well as I think created a pathway to think outside the box for licensure pathways, for new partnerships like in-service and pre-service, perhaps that wasn't as strong as it is now. It provides an opportunity to access research that CEDAR provides that's national, which has been really valuable to sort of have that zoom in and zoom out lens that CEDAR provides.